Hey everybody, it's Sadie the Wind Sage, and welcome back to Let's Play A Kiss for the Petals, Maidens of Michaels, Runa and Takako's route. In the last episode, god diggity damn, a lot just kind of went on, but I think the most important thing is kind of what's going on with the text saying right now. The day that Runa came home upset was the day I learned that Reina Senpai was going to quit teaching and go back overseas. So yeah, after Runa and Reina really seemed to have their relationship patched back up together, and we saw Takako dealing with some jealousy because of how close those two have become, but that should just show how close those two have become. She's showing intention to quit teaching in March and go back overseas. I gave a full analysis and kind of dump of what I think's going on and kind of what the problem with that's going to be, so I'm not going to really do much of that this episode. I'm just mostly kind of like, I recommend you really go see my analysis if you think how I feel about this situation. But I feel ultimately it's just like, if it's Reina doing the same thing that she was doing last time, kind of going overseas, to help Runa build some independence, then yeah, we got a really big problem on our hands. I feel it's gonna do the exact opposite. Anyway, I am going on this forward momentum. I am excited to keep this story going, and in this episode, we're gonna kind of see how this goes. And by the title of this little chapter segment, Takako runs away. It ain't gonna go well. So we'll see what's going on in this episode. So yeah, let's dive right in.
Luna.
Yeah, again, we had a bit of thoughts like this going on in Takako's head last episode. Again, further going back down to the kind of why I feel this is ultimately going to be a big problem. We have Runa with kind of her dependency issues that are just gonna kind of resurface again after all this time. And Takako willing to just kind of feed that dependency. Again, it would not blow over well if things were going down the path that they seem to be going. So hopefully something can happen to put a stop to it. Though neither of these characters seem to want to do anything. Something I want to talk about as the continuing off of last time's rant is like, we saw that in the beginning of the story that Runa was very confrontational with Reina. Runa was very confrontational with Reina. Like, whenever she dealt with her issues, she dealt with her issues by just getting mad. Where Takako is very different. That just kind of shows the thing about their two personality types. Takako is not confrontational. Unless she absolutely needs to be like she was in that one time. But even then, that was a fit of passion more than anything. A fit of passion and emotion more than anything else. So yeah, that's more than mildly concerning. But yeah, and that non-confrontation. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is that non-confrontational personality type. It's not gonna work here because not only does Takako really not really like a part of her wants Reina to leave, so Runa's all hers again. She's also just not confrontational, which makes it even harder, which, when it says Takako runs away, it might mean figuratively, it could be very much literal, but that seems like the way her personality would work. Because, she's not confrontational, she's kind of shy in that way. But, yeah, anyway. I don't want to drag too much on for that, or I have nothing to talk about when we get to the finale and have to talk about this couple.
私ってこんなにも独占欲が強かったのね。
Depression's certainly a bitch like that.
ほらルナ、おやつを食べましょう。このドーナツ雑誌にも載るくらい今人気なのよ。おいしい茶葉も買ってきたのよ。きっとルナも気に入るわ。ルナ、ルナ、今日は夕飯何にしましょうか。今日は張り切ってルナの好物たくさん作るわよ。
なんでもいいわ。
ルナ、あら、誰かしら。ちょっと見てくるわね、ルナ。
I imagine Reina.
レナ先輩。
Yep.
こんばんは、タカコ。
先輩がここにいらっしゃるなんて珍しいですね。
美味しそうな野菜をいただいたのよ。お裾分けにって思って。
それはありがとうございます。
どうしたの？なんか元気がないようだけれど。
いえ、なんでもないです。
そう。で、ルナはいる？
はい、いますけど。よかったら上がっていってください。
A big fight's about to break out. I can just smell it in the air.
そう？じゃあ、お言葉に甘えて。ルナ、いい子にしているかしら。
姉様。
ちょっと野菜をお裾分けにね。
そうなの。
ええ。
姉様、私、姉様の料理が食べたい。
ええ。
その野菜で作ってねえ、いいでしょ。
でも
いいですよ。よかったらキッチン使ってください。
タカコ、
私もレナ先輩が作った料理気になります。
そう？じゃあ使わせてもらおうかしら。
姉様、私も手伝うわ。
あら、じゃあルナはお野菜を洗ってもらおうかしら。
もっとできるわよ。この間いろいろと教えてくれたじゃない。
そうね。じゃあこの間よりもっと重要な役を与えようかしら。
ええ、任せてよ。
I mean, Takako, yeah, that is exactly what went on, but I think the problem is now is just kind of like you can kind of see it in Reina's kind of just way of doing things. And kind of hear it in her lines. Like, it's desperate. It's just a desperate, you know, it's her dependency kicking back into overdrive. Like, she doesn't know what's gonna, like, I feel like she doesn't know what's gonna make her happy anymore. It's ultimately just kind of, you know, right now, you know, that person she was depending on so much is suddenly leaving with that, like, that dependency just kicks into overdrive, I feel. Where, like, she got out of her depression and she feels the only way out of her depression is, you know, depending on the person she's always depended on, in that case. And in this case, currently, it's Reina. Because that's who she's been depending on most as of late. It's kind of like how Takako was very able to quickly cheer her up and help patch the relationship between the two sisters when Reina stormed out last time. I mean, when Runa stormed out last time. Their names are very similar. That's gonna cause a headache, so hopefully you guys who know what I'm talking about most of the time, but yeah. Something to know, I'm not like any sort of psychologist or anything like that. I just like analyzing characters and kind of taking guesses about what's going on, so yeah, I'm no official psychologist. I can't say officially what's going on, but it's me just kind of delving into the psychology of these characters, and I like doing that, seeing what I can find from it all. So yeah. Anyway.
さあ、なんだと思う？
教えてよ。
じゃあヒント。
何？
前にこの料理覚えたいってルナ言ってたわよね。わかった？ルナ、あら、指を切っちゃったのね。
大したことないわ。
ちょっと貸してごらんなさい。
Okay, yeah. Like, I almost feel bad. Like, I feel bad for all of these characters, but I kind of feel bad for Reina to an extent, because, like, Reina's just being herself. She doesn't realize the shit that's falling apart at the seams, or, you know, to an extent, I suspect she does know something's going on, which is why she's taking the action she's going to for, you know, quitting teaching and going back overseas. But at the same time, she's just being herself, and that's unfortunately a problem because because neither of these characters have the heart to tell her what's up. Again, Takako especially, you know, non-confrontational. She wouldn't express her feeling. She wouldn't express her feelings of discontent to Runa or Reina. You know, because in a way, you know, she wants to see both these people happy, so she doesn't want to get in the way of it. She also feels terrible for thinking that way, so she's trying to suppress it. It's all one big mess. And, you know, again, Reina's just doing what comes naturally. You know, she's hanging out with her sister because, you know, it's her sister, their family. That's the thing that's going on. And her personality is kind of goofy to an extent, so... Well, you know, her personality is kind of goofy to an extent, so... yeah, it's like... what she's doing is totally natural in her head. Unfortunately, it's, again, falling apart at the seams. Like, a lot of stuff's falling apart at the seams, kind of because of her. But can we really say it's her fault? Because none of these characters are really talking about it either. Oh, red. Oh, no. Seeing red. No. Oh, shit. No. Okay, I thought she was just gonna, like, you know, freak out and, you know, run off, and that's what, like, spawns Takako runs away, but, like, oh no, seeing red, she's about to get freaking pissed. She's probably gonna say something she's gonna regret, then run off. Okay, so never mind, never mind. She does just run off, but, you know, seeing Red, she was probably just mad in that moment, but now it's like, from mad to super freaking depressed.
Takako? 何も考えずに飛び出してきちゃったけれど、これからどうしよう。
You know, given how emotionally all over the place this is gonna be, this music does not feel fitting in the slightest. But I guess I'm giving this a lot of the emotion. I guess like it's my viewing of all this that's giving it like the certain emotional weight I feel it has. Like, but I don't feel this laid back music really fits in this context, but we'll see.
.喫茶店で温かい飲み物でも飲もうかしら。少しほっとしたかも。もうやだ。あそこにいるの。
Yeah, I was wondering this entire time. What Kiss for the Petals character is gonna come? What outside Kiss for the Petals character is gonna come and bail her out this time? Mai makes perfect sense though. I feel Mai's the closest thing to an adult the best couples have.
ほら、本当だわ。
Oh, it's Kaide too. Kaide too. Okay. Oh, are we getting the Are we getting the junior club back together for one more time out of the twice they've been utilized?
お一人でしょうか。
Oh wait, never mind. It's Shizuku, not Yuna. So okay. Okay, Shizuku fits, but okay, all the characters that are most adult-like, actually, like in terms of like maturity and stuff like that, probably it all makes sense in my mind.
先生、こんばんは。
This is gonna be a very compact screen real quick. But never mind, it is. This is just alright. These three characters, it's gonna be interesting, but it's a perfectly fine set of three characters to help Takako out. Again, why not just use Junior Club? But you know, that's only a thing for like one story for like an hour, and then we never reference that just little friendship again. So it's okay. I mean, I get that maybe it's not as tight knit as what Sarah, Nanami, and Risa get going after a while, and you know, to an extent, it's kind of that tight because it happens to work out that way. But like when you call it the Junior Club, frickin' for like Yuna, Sarah, like and Mai, like frickin' do something with it. But I guess that's the contrast as like freshman club just kind of naturally fell together. Like, you know, it just happened to work that way, that those three of those characters just kind of clicked and happened to work out. With Risa and Nanami, in their case, they were already friends, it seems, before anything even kicked off. So there you go there. But it's very interesting to think about. But well, I mean, okay, so they're kind of the natural friendship versus the kind of a little bit forced thing they got going on with the junior club, where they're just helping each other out. But I don't know if you'd necessarily call all those people like friends. They're not like, it's not as close, and maybe that's the point. But seriously, you make frickin' junior club and then you never use it again. I feel Shizuku probably might work better in this situation anyway, but we'll see.
あなたたちは
At least you seem like an unusual group. Yep, pretty much.
実は私たち3人たまにこうしてお茶するんですよ。
このカフェは私たちやきもちグループのガールズトークの場なんです。
Are you freaking kidding? Okay, so their connection is they all have green eyes. Okay, I didn't even notice that. And Takako has green eyes too now. Okay, so this is just going to be a thing now. But all right.
やきもちグループ？
なんとなくつけた名前です。
Wait,
変わっていますよね。
Shizuku, your eyes are red. Okay, okay. Now I'm unsure of everybody's eye color. So let's see where this goes.
モテる恋人たちへの嫉妬とちょっとした不満を話して共感し合うんですよ。
Okay, Kaede, purple. So this is already fail. Oh wait, green-eyed, jealousy. Okay, I was kind of thinking on ahead, but all right. Okay, for Sarah being a model and for Sarah being a model and Eris pretty much being one, I get that for Kaede and Shizuku. Reo though, like. Rhea's popular in her own way, especially amongst the group, yes, but where does jealousy fit into this? Like, I feel like Mai has like zero problem in that department. She got jealous once, and that was because of Reo and Eris. And that's because their actual friendship was forming. Otherwise, like, like the girls in St. Michael's some girls in St. Michael's idolize Reo, but they kind of idolize Mai too, like, kind of, so. Okay, this is okay then.
それでやきもちグループ。
I forgot the saying the green-eyed monster for a bit there. But you know, let's give names to all these groups to just kind of justify these hangouts. But like, again, you can't really beat Freshman Club, sadly, because you know. Yeah. I mean, I get it that, you know, with all these characters, you know, you kind of want to get these combinations going off, but like, but it kind of almost frustrates me when there's moments where it's like, oh, these characters apparently hang out all the time, and we never see it. Like, at least with Freshman Club, like, Freshman Club, for all that's worth, like, we see those three really get along, and, you know, you see multiple instances for Freshman Club, but it's like, when you say something's happened, like, again, Junior Club was just a literal hot mess, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that, as that was just that was literally a one and done thing, even though it implies that it was meant to be that maybe it happens more often, but you know, it's not really implied past the literal one and done instance where, okay, maybe I can let this slide if I can believe the chemistry between these three going well. It should, but like, again, like, if you're going to imply that this happens multiple times and we're not able to see it, like, the writing hopefully will make up for it. We'll just see that it's just kind of a natural chemistry going on, because it's very easily to link all these characters. It's very easy to link all these characters by a certain trend and say, yep, they hang out because of this reason, but like, applying that to writing, let's see how this works. Let's see how this goes. You know, again, this also kind of doesn't, again, Mai is extremely, like, all these girls are extremely popular, but again, Mai is kind of, like, I feel the more popular person in her couple. Like Mai has actually been confessed to multiple times, confirmed. We joined in love with you. You see a confession happen. Then again, I guess Reo has gained a bit of like a mascot status since then, but yeah. Well, we'll see how this goes.
Sensei, よかったら一緒にお茶しませんか？
いいの？お邪魔じゃないかしら。どうぞどうぞ。じゃあお言葉に甘えて。
This is a very alright. You know, this is a very nice CG. This is a very nice CG. You can just see all the emotion on Takako right there. She is freaking exhausted and depressed as all hell.
ところで先生、大丈夫ですか？
失礼ですが、泣いてらっしゃったように見えたので。
I'd make another tell instead of showing comment, but I realized that it can work in the reverse order again. But it kind of has to work in the fact that if we're to believe that Takako is really close to all these people, especially since he's really far disconnected, and Takako, when interacting with characters, has it worse because she's actually her interactions are very minimal. We see her interact with Mai and Reo once. We see her interact with Mai and Reo once, and we see them hang out in Risa and Mia's, and then we never see them again for any of the other routes, so I guess they can tell us and then show. As long as they, you know, as long as there is some showing about, like, how tight these characters are supposed to be.
私すっごく嫌な女なんです。
That's a reaction image waiting to happen. It's like, well, you see, I'm a terrible person. It's like, we know the context of what's going on, but out of context, all these characters just must be weirded out right now.
嫌な女ですか？
Confused, probably, especially.
そうなんです。恋人のこととなると、私すごく嫌な女になってしまって。
住之江先生も恋でお悩みなんですか？
でしたらお相手はもちろんルナさんですよね。
どうして？もしよかったらお話聞かせてください。ルナはいつも私にべったりだったのに、最近は仲間外れにするの。
まあ、
最初はあれだけレナ先輩とギクシャクしてこっちを心配にさせてたのに、仲直りした途端ずーっとべったりで。
放っておかれたら悲しくなりますよね。
それなんです。私が放っておいたら絶対ルナは激怒するのに。先輩は先輩で必要以上にルナにベタベタして。
やっぱり嫉妬しちゃいますね。
仲が良すぎて私の入る余地なんかこれっぽっちも。先輩に嫉妬はしてしまうし、ルナを取られてしまうんじゃないかって不安にもなるし。私、先輩がまた海外へ行くって聞いて、正直ほっと学生時代あんなに憧れていた人にこんな嫌な気持ちを抱いてしまうなんて。私、本当に嫌な女で。
住之江先生、そんな感情みんな持っていますわ。
They are the green-eyed group for a reason, I guess.
先生だけじゃないってことですよ。
The green-eyed group where, yeah, confirming it with none of them have green eyes. I mean, I know it's off the figurative phrase, green-eyed monster, but still, yep. Green-eyed group with none of them had green eyes.
だって
先生、聞いてください。サラはよくファンレターをもらうんですよ。
I mean, now that I think about it, yeah, Kaide also, feels jealousy, and I imagine, especially with Sarah being so popular, but Sarah actually has worse jealousy issues. Maybe I should stop. I really do sound like I'm picking this apart at the seams, and I guess to an extent I am. I don't mean to. I enjoy these I do sincerely enjoy these moments, but I feel like it can be a little easy to pick apart at times, but yeah. I do like what's going on, and this is selling me on their kind of interactions, especially since Sarah, I compared Sarah and Kaide's thing to what's going on with Shizuku and Eris in the beginning, and I was doing comparisons with Takako as well, so all this interaction, at least amongst those three, makes sense. Mai's a little bit the outlier because of their route, but even then, it does make sense a little bit, but yeah. I do enjoy all this stuff. I just, I just feel the need to kind of commentate on it too.
ああ、モデルさんですものね。
そのファンレターをですね、家で私に見せびらかすんです。
それは私だったらデリカシーがないなって思ってしまうかも。
そうなんです。ファンの子たちに理不尽な嫉妬をしてしまうんです。
私だってエリスはファンクラブがあって、その子たちにとても慕われているんです。
I mean, I guess in the case of Sarah, if we do want to link this back to their story, which has probably been going on for a bit since this point, I imagine. With Sarah, I mean, you can say with Kaida that she either has or eventually kind of gets over it, because I imagine the reason Sarah does it is kind of to show Kaide, like, it's showing a bit of the success of her modeling. It can be seen as insensitive, sure, and to an extent, I guess you could say it is when you're looking at it from that perspective. But if you look at it through the thing I just proposed, where it could be Sarah, in Kaide's case, showing off the, the success of her modeling career, which, Kaide does go on to, like, give full support, and she does already give her support to now. Again, situations are different when you kind of put a perspective to them, and it's all really neat. I really like it when you can have all these different ways of looking at it, especially, and that's why the changing POV character is also really interesting, because you see kind of the different contexts things can be put to. So yeah.
ファンクラブ？
はい、エリスが好きなのは私なのだから、エリスを好きなのは私だけであればいいのにと何度も思ってしまって。
すごくわかります、その気持ち。
私はレオが餌付けされたら誰にでもホイホイついていってしまいそうなのが実は不安なんです。
Okay, it's all right. I was about to say, all right, it's my turn for an explanation. It's like, okay, this is gonna be good, because again, Mai is kind of the outlier here, but you know what? This makes sense. We don't really see it often, but this can hit a little too close to home. Well, not hit too close to home. It's like that is a very Reo thing that would happen.
それは確かにすごく心配ね。
But it also sounds like a problem bigger than just jealousy. That sounds like, Reo, you kind of need some help.
周りに可愛がられるのはいいけど、いつか横からさらわれてしまいそうだっていつも気をもんでいます。
ああ、とてもわかります。それルナがクラスメートからもらった手紙、もし見せびらかしたりしたら。
絶対に嫌ですよね。
ルナにファンクラブがもしできたりしたら。
絶対に嫌ですよね。
I mean, Runa does kind of have a fan club. From what I understand, she's treated like a queen in her school, so.
ルナがお菓子を。
And if Runa were to get candy from, and then there's the realization that Reo is a very different type of problem.
無理しなくていいですよ。
You don't have to force yourself. Yep. It doesn't all need to be that. It doesn't all need to be that empathetic. Even amongst all the characters, Reo is a special type. Reo is her own special type of crazy. Really, really hard to relate with that sometimes.
そうよ、ルナが私以外の人が作ったホットケーキを美味しいって言ったら、そんなの絶対に
ありがとう、先生。
not the tightest of analogies, but hey, you know, that's like a good 7 out of 10, you know. I mean, it is kind of what happened with the massage thing. Actually, it's like she was a little down when she heard when she heard, you know, Reina give better massages than she did. I had to stretch a little for that last one. Yep. Like I said, Reo, her own special kind of crazy.
これで私たちの言いたいこと伝わりましたか？
先生が嫌な気持ちになったり、嫌なことを考えてたりして、嫌なことをしちゃうのは、それだけルナさんのことを大切に考えているからですよ。
北島さん。私、勝手に逃げていたんですね。
I guess it's the other thing that kind of separates these characters from Takako in a bit, in a way. It's like, I go back non-confrontational. That really is Takako's character. That is kind of a thing for, you know, more shyer types of people. They don't generally like to confront others, either usually because they don't want to cause issues, or because they just don't know how to confront others. And, you know, it is kind of different, because, you know, Kaede is also that kind of shyer type. But, you know, she's kind of not afraid to express herself when she needs to be, when she needs to express it, at least with Sarah at the very least. And you know, Mai and Shizuku both have no problems laying down the law with their lovers. You know, in Shizuku's case, she kind of gets taken in by Eris every once in a while, but when she snaps back, she snaps back. You know, so you know that, so they can be more confrontational, at least to the point where they can just like, you know, be honest with their, you know, where they can just be brutally honest with their lovers. But we don't see that from Takako. Where it's like Takako's thing could be a very crippling shyness, for all we know. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is kind of the lesson for the day. Just talk to, you just kind of gotta talk to people sometimes. Because, you know, if you talk to, you know, if you talk to those, you know, yeah, it's that non-confrontational thing of just like, you know, sometimes issues really do get resolved if you just talk them out, so. But I get where that comes. There's that fear of a conflict, and there's that fear of causing trouble, or that fear that, you know, your feelings are ungrounded, which, you know, this conversation helped, you know, resolve that last one. But yeah. Don't worry, Takako. Apparently, it's extremely complicated. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I've never been in that position where, you know, you know it's easiest to just talk to someone, but sometimes you just don't have what it takes. I can't remember an example of that offhand, but I'm sure it's happened to me before. So it's like, I get it, but it's like, that is just, when you're on the outside looking in, that is kind of the very basic thing where it's like, you realize very quickly, oh, if people just talk it out, then a lot of issues resolve themselves, but it sadly is never quite that simple. Or at least it never seems that way when you're in that position.
私、もう行きますね。皆さん、本当にありがとう。
And apparently that took all day because it's night now. Yeah, I had a feeling. Well, Takako's certainly in for it. I'll tell you I'll tell you a million times. I thought it was I'll tell you 10 million times for a second, but yeah, I guess we're done with that. And yeah, all's well that ends well. Well, I'm not gonna say all's well that ends well yet. This could end up being a flaming disaster. Or at least there's probably going to be a bit of a confrontation there for a bit. But, you know, that's one issue solved, so yeah. Next time on A Kiss for the Petals, Maidens of Michaels, Runa and Takako's route. We're going to see the aftermath of this, and yeah. See you guys then.